Welcome to Daily Stoic Practice, where we explore timeless wisdom to help you live a life filled with inner strength, peace, and fulfillment. Have you ever stopped in the midst of the chaos of daily life, amid the countless pressures, deadlines, and challenges, just to ask yourself, how can I find real peace? How can I face the constant stream of difficulties without feeling overwhelmed or even defeated? Modern life places a huge burden on all of us, balancing work, family, social responsibilities, and personal growth. At times, we push ourselves too hard in pursuit of our goals, and before we know it, we're caught in an inescapable spiral of stress and exhaustion. But here's the truth. Everything you're looking for, all the peace, all the strength you need, is already within you. Yes, deep inside, you hold the power to rise above any challenge, and that's what we're going to explore together today. There's a philosophy, ancient but incredibly relevant to our modern lives, that has been passed down for thousands of years by great thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. It's called Stoicism. You may have heard of it as a rigid or unemotional way of life, but that's a misconception. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions or pretending to be indifferent. Quite the opposite. Stoicism is the art of mastering your emotions, controlling your thoughts, and aligning your actions with your highest values. Through this mastery, Stoicism unlocks your inner strength, allowing you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace, resilience, and clarity. It teaches you how to find joy and meaning, even in the face of challenges. And today I'm excited to share with you 11 practical Stoic strategies that you can apply to your everyday life. These strategies will not only help you stay calm and centered, but will also empower you to build a more meaningful, fulfilling life. So are you ready to begin this journey of self-discovery? Let's dive in and explore these timeless strategies together. Strategy 1. Appreciate yourself, the most precious gift. We're going to start with something fundamental, yet often overlooked in the rush of modern life: appreciating yourself. In this fast-paced world, it's easy to lose sight of the person who needs the most attention and care: you. So many of us pour our energy into our work, our families, and our responsibilities, only to forget the importance of nurturing ourselves. Take a moment and ask yourself, when was the last time you truly took care of yourself? When was the last time you paused and reflected on how important you are? Often we run on empty, giving everything we have to others while leaving ourselves depleted and drained. But here's a simple truth: you cannot pour from an empty cup. To truly support others, to achieve your goals, and to face life's challenges, you need to make time for yourself. You must value yourself as the most precious gift. But appreciating yourself doesn't mean being selfish. It means understanding that in order to face the challenges of life head-on, you must take care of your own needs, both physical and emotional. If you don't prioritize self-care, it's only a matter of time before you feel overwhelmed and burned out. And when you're running on empty, you can't give your best to those around you. So how can we appreciate ourselves in a world that constantly demands more from us? It starts with small, meaningful actions that prioritize your well-being. Let's take a moment together. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what small act of kindness can I offer to myself today? It could be as simple as spending 15 minutes reading a book, going for a walk, or listening to music that uplifts your spirit. Gratitude is another powerful way to cultivate self-appreciation. Challenge yourself each day to write down 3 things that you're grateful for. Whether it's something small like a hot cup of coffee in the morning, a kind word from a friend, or the feeling of fresh air on your face. When you practice gratitude, you begin to see the beauty and abundance in your life, which helps you recognize and appreciate the value you bring to the world. Think about this for a moment. What are 3 things you love about yourself? Is it your resilience, your passion, your kindness? When we take time to appreciate ourselves, we become more aware of our own inner strength and the gifts we bring to others. Another important aspect of self-appreciation is learning to say no without guilt. Often we feel obligated to say yes to every request or responsibility, fearing that saying no might make us seem selfish. But setting boundaries is crucial to protecting your time and energy. You have the right to prioritize yourself, and this is where the wisdom of Epictetus becomes incredibly relevant. He said, "The most important thing in life is not where you stand, but where you are going." In other words, it's not about pleasing everyone around you. It's about making sure you're on the right path toward your own happiness and fulfillment. So today, I invite you to start your journey of self-appreciation. Take a few moments now to reflect on what makes you unique, what you love about yourself, and what you're grateful for. As you move forward in life, remind yourself that you are worthy of care, love, and attention, and that by taking care of yourself, you're building a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Strategy 2. Shine with your unique style, expressing your personality. Next, let's talk about something that's often underestimated in its power: personal style. Style isn't just about the clothes we wear, it's about how we present ourselves to the world and how we express our individuality. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in trends or to feel pressured to look a certain way. But true style isn't about following fashion. It's about discovering what makes you feel authentic and confident. Think for a moment. When was the last time you wore something that made you feel truly yourself? Comfortable, powerful, and unique. Your personal style is an extension of who you are, and when you express your true self through your style, it sends a message to the world that you are confident and comfortable in your own skin. This doesn't mean you have to wear the latest trends or try to fit into someone else's idea of beauty. Instead, it's about embracing your individuality. Yves Saint Laurent once said, "Fashions fade, but style is eternal." This quote perfectly encapsulates the idea that while fashion trends come and go, your personal style is something that stays with you throughout your life. It's a reflection of your personality, values, and preferences, and it evolves with you as you grow and change. So how can you find and embrace your unique style? The first step is to let go of the idea that there are rules you have to follow. What colors, textures, and designs make you feel alive and confident? Experiment with different looks, mix and match. And most importantly, choose what feels right for you, not what others expect of you. Personal style isn't just about clothes, it's about how you carry yourself. Take a moment now, stand tall, open your shoulders, and take a deep breath. This is how confidence feels. When you stand tall and walk with purpose, you're telling the world that you respect yourself, and that's an essential part of personal style. Self-care also plays a significant role in how you feel about your appearance. Taking care of your skin, your hair, and your overall health isn't about vanity, it's about self-respect. When you take the time to nurture your body, you're reinforcing the message that you are worthy of love and care. It's a daily practice of appreciating the body that carries you through life. But remember, the most important element of personal style is authenticity. Who are you when no one is watching? That's the person you want to present to the world. Style isn't about becoming someone else or hiding behind a facade. It's about embracing your quirks, your uniqueness, and showing up as your true self. Personal style is a journey, not a destination. It evolves as you do, and there's no right or wrong way to express yourself. So ask yourself today, what makes you feel most like you? As you continue to explore and develop your personal style, remember that confidence, authenticity, and self-respect are the keys to truly shining in the world. Strategy 3, smile, the miracle source of energy. Now let's move on to something so simple yet so powerful, a smile. A smile might seem like just a facial expression, but it holds incredible power to change your mood, your energy, and the way you connect with others. It's a tool we often take for granted, but it has the power to uplift not only your spirit, but also the spirits of those around you. Think about the last time you smiled. How did it make you feel? And how did it affect those around you? Smiling triggers the release of endorphins, the body's natural feel-good hormones. It reduces stress, boosts your mood, and helps you feel more positive. But the benefits of a smile go beyond your own well-being. It creates a ripple effect, spreading positivity to those you interact with. When you smile at someone, you send a message of kindness, openness, and connection. Even science backs this up. Studies have shown that even when you fake a smile, your brain responds by reducing stress and improving your mood. So let's try it together. Wherever you are right now, give yourself a smile, even if it feels forced at first. You'll soon notice a shift in how you feel. But smiling isn't just about feeling good. It's a way to build connections and create a positive environment. Think about how powerful a smile can be in tense or difficult situations. A smile can break the ice, diffuse tension, and bring warmth into a room. In Stoicism, one of the key teachings is that we can't control the events of the world, but we can control our reactions to them. So the next time you're in a challenging situation, pause, take a deep breath, and smile. It may not solve the problem instantly, but it will shift your energy and open the door to more positive outcomes. Let smiling become part of your daily routine. Start each day by smiling at yourself in the mirror. It might feel awkward at first, but over time, you'll begin to associate your reflection with positivity and self-love. And as you go about your day, make it a habit to smile at others, whether it's a colleague, a stranger, or a friend. You never know how much a simple smile can brighten someone's day. A smile is a gift you give to yourself and to the world. It costs nothing but can have immeasurable benefits. So, what's stopping you from smiling more often? Strategy 4. Kindness, the power of gratitude and boundaries. Now that we've explored the power of a smile, let's move on to another fundamental aspect of Stoicism: kindness. Kindness is a core value in Stoicism, but it's often misunderstood. Some people mistake kindness for weakness, but in reality, kindness is one of the strongest and most empowering traits you can cultivate. Have you ever experienced the joy of helping someone in need? How did it make you feel? When we practice kindness, we open ourselves up to gratitude and compassion. Acts of kindness, whether big or small, have the power to uplift both the giver and the receiver. But for kindness to be truly valuable, it must come from a place of sincerity, not obligation or expectation. However, there's a balance we must strike when practicing kindness. It's important to give freely, but it's also essential to protect your energy. Have you ever felt like your kindness was being taken advantage of? That's where setting boundaries becomes important. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Kindness is invincible as long as it is sincere, not weak and not fake." This means that true kindness comes with strength and wisdom. You need to know when to give and when to protect yourself. Kindness doesn't mean allowing yourself to be exploited or drained. In fact, the most sustainable form of kindness is one that respects both you and others. So let's reflect for a moment. How can you practice kindness in your life today while also setting healthy boundaries? Kindness is deeply connected to gratitude. When we practice gratitude, we open our hearts to the abundance of life, which naturally leads us to be kinder and more compassionate. But at the same time, we must learn to say no when necessary. Saying no isn't unkind. It's a way to protect your energy so that you can continue to give generously in the long run. Think about the idea that giving is receiving. This is true in many ways, but in order to give in a way that is meaningful and sustainable, you must first be in control of your own energy. Live kindly, but don't let your kindness be exploited or become a source of exhaustion. Setting boundaries is not selfish. It's an act of self-respect. By setting boundaries, you protect your energy, your time, and your emotional well-being. This allows you to continue being kind without sacrificing yourself in the process. Strategy 5. Stay calm. The art of mastering. Your emotions, kindness, when balanced with boundaries, brings peace into your life. But sometimes life throws challenges at us that test our ability to stay calm. So let's explore another essential Stoic strategy: staying calm. Life doesn't always go as planned. There will be days when you feel overwhelmed by stress, pressure, or unexpected obstacles. But remember, Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control the events around us, we can control how we respond to them. When you encounter a stressful situation, your initial reaction might be to panic, get angry, or feel anxious. But the key to mastering your emotions is learning how to pause, take a step back, and regain control. One of the most effective ways to calm yourself is through deep breathing. It's a technique so simple that we often overlook its power, but when practiced intentionally, deep breathing can quickly bring you back to a state of calm. Let's try it together. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it for a moment, and then slowly exhale. Notice how your body relaxes and your mind feels clearer. But staying calm isn't just about breathing, it's also about changing your perspective. When you're faced with a challenge, ask yourself, is this really as important as I think? Will this matter in 5 years? These questions can help you gain clarity and realize that many of the things we worry about daily aren't as significant as they seem. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "We must endure the things we cannot avoid." This quote reminds us that life will present us with difficulties we can't control, but instead of letting them overwhelm us, we must accept them and find a way to move forward with grace and calmness. Strategy 6. Set clear direction. Listen to the call of your heart. At some point in life, many of us feel lost. It's a common human experience, especially in a world as complex and fast-paced as ours. Sometimes you might not know exactly what you want, or perhaps you find yourself questioning whether the path you're on is truly the right one. This uncertainty can be unsettling, leaving you feeling adrift and disconnected from your sense of purpose. In Stoicism, clarity of direction is essential for a meaningful life. The Stoics teach us that in order to lead a fulfilling life, we must first understand our core values, the guiding principles that give our lives meaning. These are not things dictated by society or the expectations of others. They are the deeply personal truths that resonate with our hearts. Take a moment to reflect on this. What are the values that matter most to you? Perhaps it's family, love, creativity, freedom, or something else. These values are like a compass. They help you navigate through life, especially during times of confusion or doubt. When you're aligned with your values, making decisions becomes easier, and you feel more confident about the direction you're heading. But defining your values is only the first step. Once you've identified what's important to you, the next step is to set clear goals that reflect those values. These goals act as milestones on your journey. For example, if family is one of your core values, you might set a goal to spend more quality time with loved ones. If creativity is important to you, perhaps you'll commit to developing a new skill or pursuing a creative passion. Think about this for a moment. What specific goals can you set today that align with your values? The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "If one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable." This quote reminds us that without clear goals, even the best opportunities may go unnoticed. You must have a sense of direction to recognize which opportunities will truly bring you closer to the life you desire. However, it's also important to recognize that life rarely follows a perfectly linear path. Sometimes things don't go as planned, and that's okay. Being adaptable and open to change is a crucial part of the Stoic mindset. You may need to adjust your course from time to time, and that's not a sign of failure. It's a natural part of the journey. So as you reflect on your direction, ask yourself, am I willing to adjust my path when necessary? Steve Jobs, the visionary founder of Apple, once said, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." This is a reminder to always pursue your passions with curiosity and a sense of wonder. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone and take risks in pursuit of your dreams. Even if things don't work out as expected, you'll gain valuable lessons along the way. So what direction is your heart calling you toward? It's never too late to redefine your path. Set new goals and embark on a journey that brings you closer to your true self. As you reflect on your goals, remember that every small step counts. Life is not about reaching the destination quickly. It's about embracing the journey and finding joy in every step you take. Strategy 7. Resilience. Dare to live by your beliefs. In today's world, we are constantly surrounded by different opinions, perspectives, and societal pressures. Standing firm in your beliefs, especially when they go against the norm, can be incredibly difficult. But Stoicism teaches us that true strength comes from living with integrity, staying true to your core values, even when the world around you pushes back. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where your beliefs were challenged and you had to decide whether to stand firm or compromise? In these moments, your resilience is tested. The easy path is often to conform, to avoid conflict, and to go along with the crowd. But the Stoic way is to stand firm in what you believe, even if it means facing opposition or criticism. Nelson Mandela, one of the greatest examples of resilience in modern history, once said, "Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it." This reminds us that resilience isn't about never feeling afraid or uncertain. It's about having the courage to keep going, even when fear is present. Resilience means standing strong in the face of adversity and holding on to what you know is right, no matter the external pressures. Take a moment to reflect. What are the core beliefs that guide your life? These are the beliefs you hold close, the ones that define who you are and what you stand for. Perhaps it's honesty, justice, kindness, or the pursuit of knowledge. Whatever they are, these beliefs are the foundation of your character, and living in alignment with them gives you the strength to endure life's challenges. But being resilient doesn't mean you never adapt or change. It's important to be open to learning from others and to listen with an open heart. However, after hearing other perspectives, you must have the resilience to stand firm in your convictions if you believe they are right. This is the essence of Stoic strength, being flexible when necessary but unwavering in your values. Resilience also comes into play when you face setbacks. Life is full of obstacles and sometimes you will fail, but failure is not the end. It's simply a part of the process. As the Stoics teach, what matters is how you respond to failure. Will you let it defeat you, or will you use it as a stepping stone to grow stronger? Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that the very challenges you face can become opportunities for growth if you have the resilience to keep moving forward. So ask yourself, how can you cultivate resilience in your life? What beliefs are you willing to stand up for, even in the face of adversity? Resilience is not about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about staying true to yourself, even when the world around you seems uncertain or challenging. Today, take a moment to reflect on a time when you stood firm in your beliefs. How did it make you feel? By cultivating resilience, you'll find that no challenge is too great and no obstacle is insurmountable. Strategy 8. Humor. The indispensable spice. Life can be serious, but it doesn't always have to be. One of the most powerful tools for navigating life's challenges is humor. In Stoicism, humor is viewed as a way to maintain perspective, to see life's difficulties not as insurmountable obstacles, but as temporary situations that can be handled with grace and lightness. Have you ever faced a stressful situation that in hindsight was actually quite funny? Maybe it was a moment of awkwardness, an unexpected mishap, or a misunderstanding. At the time, it might have felt overwhelming, but looking back, you realized it wasn't as bad as you thought. Take a moment to reflect on one of those moments. Can you see the humor in it now? Humor is not about dismissing life's difficulties. It's about choosing to approach them with a sense of lightness. When you can laugh at your own mistakes, you take away their power to control you. Instead of feeling embarrassed or defeated, you can smile and move forward with a renewed sense of optimism. Stoics believe that we shouldn't take life too seriously because many of the things we stress over are fleeting. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." This means that much of the stress we experience comes from how we perceive events. When we choose to approach life with a sense of humor, we change our perspective, and suddenly what once felt like a huge problem becomes something manageable, even laughable. Let's try something together. Think of a small challenge you're facing right now. What would it look like if you approached it with humor? Could you see the lighter side of it? Humor is also a powerful way to connect with others. When you share a laugh, you build bonds that transcend words. Humor creates an atmosphere of warmth and openness, making it easier to navigate difficult conversations or resolve conflicts. But humor isn't just about making others laugh. It's about finding joy in the small moments of life. What brings you joy? What makes you laugh? By embracing humor, you'll find that life becomes more enjoyable, and even the toughest challenges seem a little less daunting. One of the great Stoic lessons is that we should learn to laugh at ourselves. When we take ourselves too seriously, we invite stress, tension, and frustration into our lives. But when we allow ourselves to be imperfect and embrace our humanity, we open the door to joy and peace. So the next time you're feeling overwhelmed, remember, life is short. Why not laugh a little more? You'll find that humor lightens the load, making even the heaviest burdens easier to carry. Strategy 9. Respect for others, the foundation of all relationships. In life, respect is one of the most fundamental building blocks for strong and meaningful relationships. Whether it's with family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers, mutual respect is the glue that holds human interactions together. Stoicism teaches that respect isn't just a social nicety, it's a deep moral principle that governs how we treat others. Immanuel Kant, a great philosopher, once said, "Act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of any other, always as an end, never merely as a means." This quote is a powerful reminder that we must treat others not as tools to achieve our own goals, but as individuals with their own intrinsic value. Pause for a moment. How do you show respect to those around you? Do you truly listen when someone speaks? Do you acknowledge the value they bring to the conversation? Respect begins with listening. When we truly listen to someone, we show them that we value their thoughts, feelings, and perspectives. Listening isn't just about waiting for your turn to speak. It's about being fully present and engaged in the conversation. Another way to show respect is through language. Simple acts of kindness, saying please, thank you, and I'm sorry, go a long way in creating an environment of mutual respect. Words have the power to heal or harm, and when we use kind, respectful language, we build stronger connections with others. Respect also means acknowledging differences. Everyone comes from different backgrounds, has different experiences, and holds different beliefs. Instead of judging or criticizing others for their differences, Stoicism teaches us to respect those differences and learn from them. Think about this. How can you show more respect in your relationships today? Whether it's by listening more intently, using kind words, or simply acknowledging the other person's perspective, respect is the foundation upon which all healthy relationships are built. When you approach life with respect for others, you'll find that your relationships grow stronger, deeper, and more fulfilling. Strategy 10. Boundaries. Protecting your space and energy. One of the most important, yet often overlooked aspects of Stoic living is the concept of boundaries. In a world that constantly demands more of our time and attention, setting healthy boundaries is essential for maintaining balance and protecting our well-being. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They're about protecting your time, energy, and mental health. When you set boundaries, you create a space for yourself to recharge, reflect, and maintain your inner peace. Take a moment to reflect. Where in your life do you need to set stronger boundaries? Maybe it's at work, where you've been taking on too many responsibilities. Or perhaps it's in your personal relationships, where you've been saying yes to too many requests. Whatever the case, setting boundaries is not selfish. It's an act of self-respect. Oprah Winfrey once said, "You need to know that you have the right to say no without feeling guilty. It's the way you respect yourself in your time." This is a powerful reminder that you don't have to say yes to everything. It's okay to protect your energy by saying no when necessary. Setting boundaries also strengthens your relationships. When you clearly communicate your limits, others are more likely to respect them, and this fosters mutual respect and understanding. Boundaries aren't just about protecting yourself. They're about creating healthier, more balanced interactions with the people around you. Ask yourself, where do you need to set boundaries in your life? And how can you communicate those boundaries with kindness and clarity? Strategy 11. Cleansing negative energy, making space for positivity. Finally, let's talk about cleansing negative energy from your life. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded by negativity, whether it's from the news, social media, toxic environments, or even our own negative thoughts. This negativity can weigh us down, drain our energy, and cloud our sense of purpose. Take a moment. What are the sources of negativity in your life? And how can you reduce their influence? Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote reminds us that while we can't control the external world, we have full control over how we respond to it. Cleansing negative energy begins with shifting your mindset. Instead of focusing on the negativity around you, focus on the positive aspects of life. Start by identifying the sources of negativity, whether it's toxic people, stressful environments, or unhealthy habits. Once you've identified these sources, take steps to limit your exposure to them. This doesn't mean cutting people off entirely or quitting your job, but it does mean creating boundaries to protect your mental and emotional health. Next, focus on cultivating positivity. This could be as simple as starting a gratitude practice, spending more time in nature, or surrounding yourself with supportive, uplifting people. What can you do today to bring more positivity into your life? By cleansing negative energy, you make space for joy, peace, and positivity. You'll find that when you let go of the things that weigh you down, your life becomes lighter and more fulfilling. Conclusion. After exploring these 11 Stoic strategies together, I hope you now see that your inner strength is limitless. These strategies will help you navigate life's challenges with resilience, grace, and peace. But remember, these ideas are only as powerful as the action you take. So I encourage you to choose one strategy and start applying it today. Thank you for joining me on Daily Stoic Practice. If you found value in these strategies, please subscribe and continue this journey of self-discovery and growth with us. Remember, every day is an opportunity to grow stronger, more peaceful, and more aligned with your true self. Wishing you peace, strength, and happiness always.